Greetings, beautiful souls. My divinity to yours. A hearty welcome to Ascension Star Portal. Thank you if you're new, and thank you if you're returning. Today we'll be divining the energies for the royal family. I've been guided to do a reading for King Charles, who's been recently diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and to call in the energies of Prince William and Prince Harry as well. Their higher selves are present, and we'd like to see what will come through as a community to assist in spreading love and light. There's so much of ridicule, so much of speculation, there's so much of negativity surrounding this energy, especially that Prince Harry urgently visited his dad. It's quite upsetting actually, and Spirit has said it must stop. And I've been feeling the energy for a while, and it's not pleasant. At a time of need, at a time of illness, it's always humbling. It comes unannounced. It's not pleasant. It's fearing at times. And it's brand new to a person. It sends shockwaves through the globe. It sends a whole tsunami of emotions. And to have unnecessary criticism at a time of need is quite saddening for the population to react this way. We would expect at this day and age to have a more mature population saying, the past is the past, shelve it for now. Right now, his dad is in a situation, his dad called him, he's rushed over. Even if it was 10 minutes, 45 minutes, half an hour, it doesn't matter. The point he's making is, that's my father, that's my bloodline, that is my lineage. And regardless of the history, that's another topic for another day. But right now, his dad informed him personally, and as a child, as a son or a daughter, your reaction would be I should visit my dad. It could be the last time. But people would dwell on the history and surface that unnecessarily. And there's no room for that. There's no space for that right now. Right now, King Charles needs the support of his family. He needs the support from the kingdom. He needs the support from the population, the Commonwealth. The world over is sending good wishes. His son is part of that wave of consciousness. So we need to look at that as what it is, not for a hidden agenda, for a strategy that could possibly not even be on the table. And his dad embraced the welcome, the energy, the visitation. And I think that's important. If his father can do that, why is the nation, why is the population, why are people speaking negatively? Yes, we know there's a history, but behind the history is a human being who is sharing life experiences, and how much of truth there is not our business. Spirit is saying, stay away from what you do not know. Stay away from what it is that does not concern you. And if at all you want to be part of the consciousness, it should be in positive tense. Otherwise, you do no good for it. All you do is feel the energy of everything that can go wrong. And that's not what we want right now. So I'm asking the higher self, the divine self, to bring through the energy for King Charles at the moment. What is it that we'd like to have the collective know? What is it that you would like to bring through right now for us to understand the situation better and help it, to assist it, to improve it, to comfort it? The moon. we have the Moon card, which brings out the shadow aspects of what is hidden, what is in the depth, what is hiding beneath the surface, what needs to come to surface, right? And it's also talking about using your higher senses to think better, feel better, speak better. So the energy surrounding King Charles at the moment is running with deep emotion, great amount of concern, great amount of fear, as much as he's putting on a brave face. And he's doing it because of his position. There's a lot at stake, and he doesn't want to create panic. But within the core of his being, there's a great fear. There is so many buts and what ifs. And with the unnecessary that's carrying on in the media right now, it doesn't improve the situation. It makes him feel apprehensive. You know, if there's another visit with my son, is this how the public will behave? Is this how the media would react? How is that going to improve my situation when I actually need him? Right? So people, let's be mindful here. And this is the call for the reading, is to share the information, to share the wisdom and what is happening behind the scenes, that we just speculate, but we can cause more harm and injury than any good. So it's not just the prince, it's not just the king, it's the nation, it's the world. So crowning the reading is an energy of a lot of depth, of emotion. It's like the wilderness of the heart. That's what I'm feeling. You know, the heart is running wild here. It's an unknown. There's a fear. There's worry. There's concern. There's everything. It's like you unzip something, and everything falls out of it. That's exactly what he feels like. His heart is being unzipped. Show me more. The Queen of Swords. Cutthroat energy. An energy of using your inner consciousness to externalize a higher mental consciousness. So we're talking about a repeat of what I just said. We all need to use higher thinking. We all need to think better. We all need to think wiser. We all need to think comforting. There's a lot going on at the moment in the kingdom. Plans need to be made. Formalities need to be undertaken. Meetings, agenda, whatever it is. There's a lot going on that has been shelved, with not just the king out of action, but Kate Middleton is also out of action, which means right now the mind is racing. What do we do next? How do we do this? Who's going to do that? You know, that's not coming out in the media, but that's happening behind the scenes. Sitting right next to the moon card is relevant. That much is not, much will not be exposed right now. They're trying to do everything they can under wraps behind the scenes. And it is an extremely mentally and emotionally challenging situation for them. They've got to be direct. They need their privacy. They're saying to you, please just cut out the crap. You know, cut out the mess. We're trying to get on here. We're trying to do things. You know, I got the feeling, and Harry is going to step in. If the king requests that, he will most likely step in. And that could be, with the Queen of Swords, that kind of strength in regality, in a kingdom, speaks about bringing that power in. Because we've got Kate Middleton, that is, coming into action only in a few weeks' time. What else? Show us. What else? What else is going on? the King of Wands, another royal card of duty, of passion, of empowerment, of purpose, of accomplishment, an energy of trying to do as much as we can, as quick as we can, as best as we can, and as passionately as we can, as pleasing as we can. So there's a lot of energy playing around. It's just too many things going on. It's like, you know, unpacking a bottle of marbles or toppling it, and it just goes everywhere. And that's what it feels like. You know, where do we start? How do we get through? And how do we remain as calm as possible as we're getting through? We have two royal cards sitting at the energy of the moon. And that is a strong message of what is happening behind the scenes and how the public should support a comforting of this energy, which is very discomforting at the moment. Okay. Show me what else. The Queen of Cups, another royal card. Right. Prince Charles, who is now King Charles, at a time in his life, go back in history, was a man of mixed emotions, right? And that too was bottled, I'm being told. So with the Queen of Cups, he needs to find a balance in his heart. He needs to release suppressed emotions, which is affecting the water parts of his body, the bladder, the kidneys, which is very close to where his area of conflict is, as well as the comforting and the love from his children, from his siblings. And that's what's needed right now. The population needs to find in their hearts forgiveness as well. And great forgiveness is needed to allow a healing to take place. And that's a strong message for the king himself, is to start healing his past, to start releasing his anger, his bitterness, you know, between the princes between themselves, and the trio as the foundation to the kingdom. Show me more. The Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles. Money. Great fortune is at stake. Right? Great fortune, not just in money, great fortune and abundance, as in the prosperity of the kingdom, the prosperity of the commonwealth, the prosperity of their hearts. And this will sit right under the moon card. So we're speaking of surfacing from the depths, the abundance of wealth to heal. Because this wealth inevitably will have to spread into the commonwealth. And that is so ironic that we have commonwealth as the energy. The latter part of that word is wealth. And I've pulled out the, Spirit's released the Queen of Coins, which is the Queen of Pentacles, talking about bringing out your wealth from inside, your love, your compassion, your forgiveness. Those are personal wealths. Those are the vaults that can release the greatest amount of abundance besides money. Right? And that's what they need. They need a wealth of healing their emotions, a wealth of comfort and love. Show me more. the Hanged Man. Well, right now everything may seem like it's right side up, but it's actually upside down. There's a great stagnation that is coming. There is great delays. During this time of restoration that the king would need with the Hanged Man, he will receive great insight, great revelation. And from that, he will need to make a conscious decision or decisions and choices on how to move the wealth of the kingdom forward. And that is what I'm seeing here. He will need to make, he has a very, very strong set of energies to deal with coming very soon. I see that coming soon, with the Queen of Swords saying nothing will stop it. Nothing will stop it. It is sharp, it's direct, it's piercing, it's to the point, it needs to be done. And I feel they will need to act from an incredibly forward-thinking space. The mind will have to be highly innovative in which to carry this energy to its highest ambition. And I feel that with the Hangman energy, the king will be out of action for a bit. Right? He will have to literally pull himself back right side up after this treatment, which is extremely exhausting, and make the right decisions to keep the wealth of the kingdom, to keep the wealth of love, to keep the wealth of satisfaction, to keep it going. But it's very exhausting. I want to clarify the Hangman energy, because that to me is quite troubling actually. I want to see how much of out of action and what type of action might be needed here. Show me more on the Hangman. Judgment. Yes. Judgment will be placed upon him at this time, where he will have to introspect and discern exactly the decisions he needs to make. So he will need to go very deep and make the right decisions and call on the people that he needs. And the past cannot interfere in the current, because the currency of energy is changing constantly. And it will be a tough call. And the universe is trumpeting that the change is now. It needs to happen. And I've been saying that for a long, long time. Outdated systems will collapse. The restructuring will take place, and a decision will need to be made. And it's a very royal decision. We have 3 queens on the table and a king. So this is judgment. Show me more on the Queen of Swords. You know, help us with what decision or what's coming that the king will need to address. We have the Ace of Swords, and that is just as strong as having the Queen or the King of Swords. That is direct download from the universe saying, when action is required, you need to take it. An intervention that will come through, a breakthrough that's coming through from this entire process. And an illness or a crisis, a medical condition had to bring this about. So there is a massive restructuring that will take place. And the sword is directed right from the heavens onto the earth, showing direction and preciseness, precision. And yes, it will cut through many layers and it will be very discomforting. Five of Swords. Right. The Five of Swords is sitting on the Moon card. The battle, the conflict. Right. The situation between the two brothers and the three all together. You know, it's not about the win here. It's about the skill. It's about the excellence. It's about standing tall in your conviction and affirming what is righteous. And the decision that will need to be made will have to be a righteous one, not necessarily the right one. I'm guided to move to the King of Wands. Show me the ambition of the King of Wands. What will come through? We have the Sun. We have the Sun card, which shows that if the correct choice is made through excellence, through divine arrangement, by divine arrangement, and the alignment of human consciousness, it will be a happy outcome. And it is cyclic, it is karmic. What is happening now is meant to happen, right? The planets are in place for this incredible transformation and regeneration of energy. And the sun is shining over the planets, leading, guiding, illuminating this energy. So there's light. And more light will come if we all spread light. The light is needed right now to seep through the cracks. Queen of Cups, please. The Wheel of Fortune. So from a balancing of the heart and the mind, with the right choices, right decisions, and working from the heart space, great fortune will come. Great fortune will come and the kingdom will be saved, because the right energy will come and take over. Right, and that is incredibly beautiful that we have the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune here. Very cyclic energy, very cosmic body energy, planetary energies clicking into place. That's what I was saying. This energy needs to lock into place, needs to click into place, and it will. There's a beautiful positive outcome for this, provided the Queen and the Ace of Swords is managed correctly. And that Wheel of Fortune is sitting right next to the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins. So a great deal of abundance can come from this. Show me the energy of the Queen of Coins. We have the Magician. Right? So magic can take place. And great magic is about to take place, because I feel the unexpected is coming along. Spirit is rolling in the unexpected and saying, watch. No man can stop what is preordained. No man can prevent what the divine contract has scripted. And with all the elements in balance, magic will take place. I want to close the reading off with just a few more cards to bring us into clarity and validation of what we've said. Let's have a look, Spirit. Give us in closing what it is you need to tell us. We're not asking now. You show us. Crown chakra. This is a celestial kingdom, right? So it reiterates the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords, working from the head, from the crown, making the mental body, the higher bodies, working with the divine to bring into alignment human consciousness, making the righteous choices, the loving choices, the fair choices, not the favored ones, not the speculated ones, right? And the kingdom is white, it's bright, and beneath this kingdom is the depth of the ocean. In stillness there's an undercurrent, and that confirms and validates the moon card that's present, the depth of emotions. So on a solid foundation there's an image, there's a portrayal, but beneath that surface lie a great many secrets, many hidden truths, and that is what needs to surface, and it will. With the swords, so many swords on the table, it will. Right, we've got the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. From the Ascended Masters, we ask, please bring us a message. What would you like to add to the reading in closing? Health and healing. We actually have two cards. I'll reveal the other one. Health and healing, and that's what the reading is about. It's about health and healing. And Master Hilarion is here saying, if we heed the advice given, health can be restored, perhaps not cured, but restored, to the point that it needs to be at the time of the being, and a great healing will take place. And the healing must be from the heart center. We must work from the heart space, people. So spread love and light to all that's needed, everywhere, not just to the kingdom itself, to the nations, to the population, to the world, because this energy is affecting everybody right now. And remember, the royal family has infiltrated its energy over the years and generations through cyclic patterns throughout the planet. It's generational, it's karmic, and a great amount of health and healing is required at this time. Right. So that validates what we're talking about. And the second card that came out with that, together, literally stuck behind the health and healing, is see the other person's point of view. And this is so relevant. Stop judging, criticizing, speculating is what I'm asked to repeat. We need to see the other person's point of view. Until we don't, we'll never know. But that's a topic for another day. So let's love instead. As citizens of the earth, we are asked to love, to celebrate, to cherish, to nurture, to protect, to be virtuous, to be righteous, to be kind. And in doing so, a great healing will take place. And that is why these cards came out together. And that's beautiful. Right? One more. This card says, hole in the soul. There's a skeleton next to a female. So it's a paradox, right? Deep-seated issues that need forgiving, clearing, healing, right? And the undercurrent is the hole in the soul. So beneath a body that may look frail is a skeleton. It's empty. And the way to fill that up is to cloak it with love and bring in a brand new divine cloth. And that's what the kingdom looks like right now. There's holes. There's pockets of emptiness. There's great cracks. There's a crumbling, a dismantling. For there are many empty rooms, lots of pain and trauma, and it goes back to an ancestral time, centuries of thousands of centuries before. And each generation is trying to make amends for the previous one. But this is a call because the king is at the bridge of an era before and an era to come. And his two sons are the shadow aspects of that. So with the king healing from all of life's experiences, and there's a great healing that he needs to undergo besides that will be covered in another reading. Until such time, only a hole in the soul will continue to remain. And with this said, with the messages that comes through, a strong plea from the divine is to hold hands, to send love into light, to light the way, to light their path, to help them through this journey, and in doing so we will help the collective consciousness. Thank you all. I will see you in the next one. In love and light. Stay blessed.